New report from McKinsey and Company revealing the drastic lack of Latino representation in Hollywood on and off the screen. Now, according to this study, the industry could generate $12 to $18 billion a year if representation improved.
That's a lot of money there. ABC News contributor Maria Elena Salinas brings us exclusive access to the new study and explores what can be done to fix the problem.
I feel hallelujah.
After years of sounding the alarms, Latinos in Hollywood can finally feel some vindication.
There is a God.
McKinsey and Company, a research and consulting firm, has released a new report detailing some of the shortcomings in Hollywood when it comes to Latino representation.
If it goes well, no one says anything. But if it doesn't, it's your fault.
When you look at the numbers, they don't add up to just how big of a population and how important Latinos are across the board.
Our attempts at doing this are never going to stop.
We're not just there to fulfill a stereotype or check a box.
That representation, it's big. And hopefully young Latinos and Latinas are seeing that and seeing that, there's other opportunities out there for us as well.
We interviewed over 100 folks across the industry, from producers, writers, entry folks. And then we looked at a huge data set, over 10 years of data, over 26,000 films, 10,000 TV shows, Nielsen variety data, and we put all that together. And the data was quite telling.
The McKinsey report states that just 4% of Latinos have co-lead roles. And
which is pathetic.
Why do you think that is when there's an abundance of Latino talent, both for on-screen and behind the scenes?
I mean, it's sad to say, but, hashtag Hollywood too white. That's the problem. I mean, it's baked in systemic racism.
Although 19% of the population is Latino, the report says we account for 29% of box office ticket sales and 24% of streaming subscribers.
Latino movies do better. They do 60% better than their counterparts with 25% less budget. And so, taking a step back, there's a real big opportunity here.
And every time you pitch a Latin project, they tell you, we have to do it for less. It's always, they're always giving you sort of the B side of the record. You're getting less because there's a Latin story, because there's Latin stars, but you're not going to get great content unless you put it the same money and the same value.
We have to always be extraordinary. But somehow we're always doing it wrong.
In fact, Camilo's research suggests that there's about $18 billion in potential revenue being ignored by the industry.
What we found was these movies get nominated more often, and they actually win.
Ariana DeBose, West Side Story.
And so when you actually put representation, what you find is it makes good business sense, upwards of $18 billion.
When you have shows like Wednesday.
The only person who gets to torture my brother is me.
The Last of Us, when you put a Latin star in it.
You trust me?
It's a huge hit.
John Leguizamo, actor, comedian, and producer, has been talking about this problem for years, dedicating much of his career to educating others about the Latino experience.
How did we become so non-existent? Until we have executives that look like you and me and understand our culture and understand the importance, nobody else will get it.
He's right. It makes actually a big difference to having Latinos across the board. It's what we call the network effect. When you have Latinos who are in positions such as executives, when you have writers, they create opportunities.
What would your recommendations be to the powers that be in Hollywood to make it a more equitable industry?
I'd like to get Latino executives in there. I need that desperately. And secondly is greenlight Latin projects. Flip your white stars and put a Latin star instead.
And give them a chance.
Yes, to grow, to get to that spot where you can greenlight any movie.
We say it all the time, representation matters.
Yeah, and our big thanks to Maria Elena for giving us that story.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.